Hi guys, welcome. Today I want to talk about this. So this was sent to me by Seesii, and it is a half-inch impact wrench that is designed to, take off wheels or tires or whatever. Basically all the things you'd use a half-inch impact wrench for, right? And I have a Milwaukee that I've owned for a long time. I have the half-inch mid-torque that I use for tire changes, and it works very well. And like I said, full disclosure, they reached out to me, they asked me if I'd be looking to test it, and I had previously heard of Seesii from the Torque Test channel, which is another channel that I watch on YouTube, and they've always been rated favorably by them, of like all the Amazon brands, or the brands that aren't, Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt, the ones that we've all heard of. These ones tend to do the best. So I thought, what the heck, let's try them out, see how it is. So arrives in a case, looks like this. Now I will start off by saying that the unit itself seems to be built very well. The case is probably the worst part of the entire package. So let me just talk first about like what's included, and then I'll get into the case and the rest of the stuff. So they give you a charger, looks like this. They give you two batteries that are Makita style batteries. They're 4 amp hour batteries. You can see them here. They give you the impact itself. Has a hook on it, so you can hold it on your belt or whatever you want to do. And then it comes with a handle, a side handle like this, which you obviously don't have to use, but can. It's threaded on both sides, so if you're left-handed, you can use that. And then, there's another battery as well. So we've got 2 battery packs, a charger, a case, and then there is this bag that gives you a couple sockets. So there is a 22, a 24, a 17, a 21, there's an extension, and there is a 19. So these are like all of the popular lug sizes, right? Now, like I said, the worst part about the whole thing is this case. The case is pretty thin. You can see that it actually broke here in shipping. And it's because it's not really, I don't think it's designed for this particular unit. So this is listed as upgraded for 2025 on Amazon, and I'll put a link down below. If you put this in here and you've got the clip on it, for example, the case won't shut, right? There's spots for the 2 batteries, there's spot for the charger sits here, but there is no spot for the handle to sit. So, and there is no spot for the sockets, which do come in here as well. So they're kind of moving around in shipping, and this gets busted, and there's a crack here and some other stuff. Now, I couldn't care less about the case. Most of my Milwaukee cases have either been thrown away, or I no longer use them. Some of them are in the attic, most of them are gone, and it's just one of those things that like I really couldn't care less about a case. But if you do care about a case because you're maybe on the road or something along those lines, you're probably going to have to do something custom, like a pack out or something along those lines. It doesn't have to be a pack out. I mean, you can get a Pelican box from Harbor Freight. You can get a variety of different ways to put in a case. I don't think that should detract from the tool. For most of us, we're going to put it in a cabinet, we're going to put it on a shelf, we're going to put it in a drawer, and we're probably never going to use that case again. The unit itself seems very well made. It's got this nice textured grip on the back. It feels good in your hand. It's very responsive. Forward and reverse are in the right sides. There are 4 speeds you can see here, or sorry, 3 speeds, 1, 2, 3, and then there's a button for the light that turns the light on and off. The light has high, low, and off, so 3 settings, and then there are 1, 2, 3 speeds on there. It is a half-inch drive. It does have the ring style retention. There is no detent, which is totally fine. I'm cool with that. And then you'll see here that there's actually a slot in there. So you can put this on and you can put a pin through it to retain it. So if you're doing, if you're doing a 24 millimeter bolt all day long every day, you can actually put a retaining pin in there and, just leave this on all the time. It does not include the retaining pin, just FYI. So, sockets seem fine. They obviously came with it. It's nice that they include them. They don't have to, right? But they do. The charger works well. And like I said, these are Makita style batteries. We've talked about that a little bit before. Makita style batteries. Makita is the only company that open sources their batteries. So Milwaukee, DeWalt, all of these other brands, they have patents on their batteries and their battery design, their battery technology. That means that other brands can't sell tools that work with them. And there's ways around that. Sometimes China just doesn't care and they do it anyway. But Makita open sources their batteries. So you can go and buy a Makita branded battery and you can slap it right in this tool and it goes right in there. Charger works, all that stuff works. So if you're already in the Makita ecosystem, this is actually a really cool option. So these are Makita batteries, but they do come with the unit. Now, price-wise, it's like $169 right now with 2 battery packs, a charger, the unit itself, all of that. My half-inch mid-torque with no batteries, no charger, tool only was more than that. So, you know, price-wise, especially for somebody who's a DIYer, somebody who might, you know, swap wheels once or twice a year, somebody might have to do an occasional brake job or suspension work, but they're not like a mechanic that's using it all day, every day. I think this is actually a great option. Save yourself some money and get something that's cheap. We're going to use it. We're going to take off some lugs here on the Mercedes that's sitting here. We'll see how it works. And then I do also have this. So if you are in the Milwaukee ecosystem, and granted this comes with 2 batteries, so I don't know why you would even care, but if you are in the Milwaukee ecosystem or in the DeWalt ecosystem, they have these battery adapters. So this is a DM18M. I bought it from Amazon. I'll throw a link down below. This is a battery adapter that allows you to convert Milwaukee into Makita. And I actually bought this when I was testing out the DIY detail humpback polishers. So you can see here I've got a Milwaukee battery, CP 3.0, slide this in, works just fine. And you don't have to worry about these types of adapters because with Milwaukee especially, the circuitry is in the battery, so the battery is still protecting itself. But I do get a little bit more, just sounds a little bit different. I don't know, it's close. But anyway, so you can use it with Milwaukee batteries as well. Obviously, this includes batteries with it. I have my Tecton torque wrench here. I tested. The lugs are all at 110 right now, so I just kind of knocked it up until I could slightly move them, and it was right around 110. They're supposed to be torqued to 100. So I'm just going to grab this lug here, and I'm going to pull it out. We'll see how it works. Pretty easy. Put it in. Pretty easy. Now I had that on speed 3. But I only did it very quickly. Let's see where we actually ended up at. Well, it's over 110. Try 120. Yeah, so right around 120. It just slightly moved there. So, yeah, seems to have some oomph. Seems to work pretty well. And this is a, you know, pretty normal lug torque. So let's see, if I go to, oh, so in reverse, it automatically ramps up your torque. That's actually really interesting. So I didn't notice that. There's an A down here and a 1, 2, 3. In reverse, it automatically ups your torque. In forward, it allows you to select your 1, 2, or 3. So let me pull this out again quick. Okay. And this time I want to put it in, and I'm in 1. So even on setting 1, I still got more than 120 foot-pounds, or right at like 120 foot-pounds of torque. So that's honestly pretty impressive. There is a light here, so it does light up your work. I think it works reasonably well. I do like the lights in the tip a little bit better because it allows you to see inside barrels or deeper sections like that. But I actually kind of like this D handle thing. It's pretty sweet. So, yeah. Like I said, build quality wise, it's got a nice rubber back. It's got a nice metal front. It's got a decent weight. It feels good. It's right around the same weight as the Milwaukee mid-torque. The trigger is a little plasticky. Milwaukee's a little bit more rubberized. But, I mean, these are like nitpicky things. The thing's actually pretty awesome. And this is supposed to be something like 700 or 800 foot-pounds of torque. You could check out the torque test channel. They do all of the torque tests across all their tool lines, and they've got like a Skidmore and all kinds of like crazy stuff for testing things and testing them accurately. I just want to, try it out for the average DIYer, see if it could do the things that we would want something like this to do. And I think this is actually a fairly good option, especially for, like I said, like an occasional detailer. You want to do like wheel coatings and you want to remove your wheels to do a wheel coating. You're going to do that occasionally, once or twice a year. Maybe you're swapping from summer to winter tires, something along those lines. Maybe you don't have a huge investment in tools, or you just don't need to spend $400 on a Milwaukee. You just want something that's inexpensive because you're going to use it occasionally. Especially the fact that it's using Makita batteries, which I recognize, like I like Milwaukee better. I think Milwaukee has a superior battery technology. Be honest about that. But a lot of brands in the detailing industry are going towards the Makita batteries. So, if you're using Milwaukee polishers like I am, you're going to have a bunch of Milwaukee batteries. If you're using DeWalt, you'll have DeWalt, right? But we're seeing DIY Detail go with these. We're seeing Liquid Elements go with these. Because they're open source, we're seeing more brands adopt the Makita battery line than any other line. So I like the idea of having one set of batteries. So if you're into detailing and you're looking for some cordless tools, picking something like this up, having the Makita batteries, and then getting like a Liquid Elements polisher, a DIY Detail polisher, and using the same batteries for both, I think is probably pretty appealing. Even my Scan Grip lights, they make an adapter that makes those work with Makita batteries, so you can totally use that. I think the charger is a little on the slow side, honestly. The output that this has in amps is it's 2 amps. So it's a 2 amp charger. My Milwaukee batteries charge faster than these ones do. It took about an hour to fully charge these batteries when I got them out of the box. I don't know that that really matters, especially for something like this. It's an occasional tool. I think it's going to be totally fine with you having an extra battery on standby that's fully charged, having a battery sitting on the charger. Unless you're bolting steel girders together on like the top of a high rise, you're never going to be running a battery dead faster than you're charging it, because you're just never going to have that level of usage. So that's all I have for today. I thank Seesii for sending this over to me. I think it's super cool. I'm going to play around with it here and there a little bit and see how it holds up, but so far it seems really cool. Like I said, the case kind of sucks. Just that's me being critical. Like I said, it's busted here. There's a couple cracks here and there, but the rest of it seems well done, solidly built, and yeah, I don't think that I'd be worried about spending my money on this. So anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day.